In particular, we will change the formatting on the slicer and on the title on the line chart, resize the slicer and the line chart, drop the titles on the x-axis and the y-axis in the line chart as they are already in the title, and finally we'll fix the y-axis. To change the formatting of the slicer, I highlighted the slicer and then again selected the format icon here. You see a number of options, including slicer header and items. So I'm going to open up slicer header and change the font size to, let's say, 18. And you see it changing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change the size of items as well and make that 14. Okay, good. So this looks better now, but now you see that the slicer is not quite big enough. So because I can't quite see Hillsborough, so I'm going to change it. And it's still okay as far as the line chart is concerned. Now, we're going to change the title, the formatting of the title on the line chart as well. So again, I click the format option, then first change the title so that becomes 18 points as well. And then we will center it. Now, I also wanted to drop the count of object ID to an event date in the on the y-axis and the x-axis because it's already in the title. So I'm going to open the x-axis, and then when it says title on, I'm going to set that to off, and I'm going to do the same for the y-axis. So now things look a little better, but there's still one problem. So see what happens when I first clear all the selections. You see that the top now is around 2500, but when I go to Pasco, the top drops to 370 or whatever it is. And I would argue that that is a bit confusing or at least misleading because, as you see, Power BI automatically adjusts the y-axis. So we can fix that by again going into y-axis. So we need to select the line chart, y-axis, and then you see I can make the start, I can set the start and the end. So I'm going to set the start to 0 and set the end to about 2600 because that's the maximum I get for if I look at all of them at the same time. So now you see that right, so it's set to 2600. If I go to Hillsborough, you see it drop. If I go to Pasco, it drops even further. If I go to Pinellas, it's somewhere in between. I think this is less misleading, but you are obviously capable of making up your own mind about this.